Today we will be covering how to apply your foundation with a brush, how to highlight, and how to set your concealer when you highlight. Hey girl, okay, so I'm just showing you guys what you need. I showed you guys in the last video. If you didn't see it, that flat top brush by Sonia, it's at Target. The Maybelline Fit Me in the color 355. I also used the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color Tan Walnut. And then I used the Born This Way Concealer in the color, let's see what it say it is. It's tan something. Warm sand. Can I speak tonight? No, I can't. It's been a long day. And then, as you see, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer to go ahead and prime my skin. Yeah, I got some music playing in the background. Not too much on that copyright. Not too much. I'm going to go ahead and zoom y'all in. I will warn y'all that in some parts in the beginning of the video, it will get blurry. I think it's because I have my camera turned to the right. I don't know why I was positioned like that, but it was. I am going to fix it, though, later on in the video. But y'all go ahead and sit back and vibe with me. Right now, this is pretty self-explanatory. Prime your face, put some drops all over, rub it in, prime it, let it get sticky, and then I'm going to go ahead, go off camera, come back after I do my brows. If you want to know how I did my brows, then go ahead and watch the last video from episode 2. So let's go ahead, we're going to pour some on your hand. That's the only thing I hate about Maybelline. I wish they had the pump like NARS so you don't waste so much product. You want to brush it down because you don't want to just dip it in there and put so much on your face at one time. Look up, make sure you get under your eye. I know a lot of girls tell you do not put foundation right there because it's pointless because you're going to conceal. But I like to have a smooth barrier. I want everything to be the same color. And then we go from there. Like, I don't need everything looking so off, if that makes sense. Look at that blur, just so damn ghetto. And then you just want to start patting it in. I worked my brush, honey. I feel like with the brush you are able to more so control how much you put on there. You can control how deep, if you pushing it into your skin enough. Look at, oh, forever and ever and ever. Okay, all right, forever and ever and ever. It's so crazy, y'all, because I used to not be able to listen to that song without crying. Because the last thing my dad said to my mom before he passed was, I'm going to always love you forever and ever. And that song had just came out. His album had just dropped. And boy, when I tell you, every time I didn't hear that song since then, I used to just cry. But now I'm a big girl. I'm growing up a little bit. It doesn't make me cry, but it does make me think about him every time I sing it. So I try to sing that note so high. I be like, forever and ever and ever. Ooh, it's giving American Idol, ain't it? You know, I do need a little tea though. So you just want to put this all over your face. That's what you're going to do with the foundation. Put it all over. Put it all over, girl. Put it all over. Forever and ever and ever. At this point, I started thinking it sounded real good or something. I don't know what I was thinking. But now you want to go in. We finna highlight. Take that flat brush we used when we did our eyebrows. And take your concealer and you want to just swipe it under your eye like I'm doing. You want to get it right under your lash line. You do not want to leave space between your lash line and your cheeks because it's going to give raccoon eye. Like it's not going to all seamlessly go together if you was to do such. You see that little part that I haven't touched yet? You can tell that if I wouldn't just blend it out and not touch it and not push it up right there, it's not going to look right. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm a person who does not highlight my chin. I know some people do their chin area because they want the highlight to look right there. For some reason, I just don't like it. I've never liked it. I done tried it many different ways, and I do not like it. So, yeah. And I do my nose. I'm back and forth on if I do my forehead. I think I did it in this video just for the purpose of showing you how to do it, but I really don't do my forehead like that either. So you want to go and take your brush, turn it to the side, unless you want to leave it flat. If you want your nose to look wide, then go ahead and do a flatter stroke. You want it to look a little smaller. I like my illusion on my nose to give nose job and smaller. And you will see that once you get to the end of the video, once you see I have done the contouring and all that. I'm finna let y'all know right now my camera gonna die. Not my camera. That stupid light gonna die at some point. And you can also do over your lip. That's for the girls who get like mustaches to grow in. Or if you just got a darker upper lip, girl, this is that moment for you. You put you some little highlight, put you some concealer right there and highlight it, baby. That's all you gotta do. Put a little concealer, you'll be alright. But you see me, I'm patting, and then you want to pat to the point where it's you can feel I like brushes. Let me change that. I like brushes and applying with brushes at this point because you have the control over the brush. You can feel how much pressure you are putting on that brush. You see how I'm going and I'm patting. I'm making sure I got that part that I left out because you want it to give seamless. But I love the fact that I have control. I can control that pressure of my brush, if that makes sense. Because I know I just said that like 50 times, but I'm not re-recording it, so it is what it is. And I'm showing you like, okay, zoomed in. Now I think I heard something in my house. But the whole time it was a trash truck outside. Y'all gonna see me turn the music off and everything because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let me know what's going on. What's that noise? And I knew my dog couldn't have been making the type of noise that I was hearing. So make him look, then turn that music off. Girl got scared. But yeah, you want to make sure you pat it out and blend it. This is where that blend game gonna come in. You just want to keep patting. Now it's gonna leave a little line, but if you blend good, it won't leave that much of a harsh line. That's when you're gonna go in with the foundation brush you use and use the leftover foundation that's already on the brush and just tap over the line between where the foundation starts and where the concealer ends, and that'll blur out that line for you. And you're going to do the same thing for everywhere you just put concealer. You're going to blend it out. You're going to pat it out. Why my eyebrows came out better on this video than it did for the eyebrow tutorial video. I told you they'll never look the same every time. But I know one thing that is going to look the same. Them damn, that pencil y'all going to be seeing me using when I go to Ulta because I still ain't went. See how I'm going through with my brush? That's the foundation brush that I use. And we just tapping over that spot right there to blend it out to make it not look as harsh where we just put concealer. Usually I would go in longer, but I know I'm still finna contour. Y'all are not going to see the contouring part. So now let's go ahead and go over to our setting. Setting is so important, y'all. Let me tell you, setting is so important. Set every liquid with a powder. Otherwise, your makeup is going to move. If I just did this and I just left and went on and sprayed my face and I'm done, guess what? That concealer is going to move throughout the day. You're going to have little spots. It's going to look like one color here, one color there, one color here, one color there. Because you ain't setting it, for one. Two, it's going to crease. You're going to get creasing, so you're going to see lines in your makeup. Lord, don't do that. And you want to go right into the setting after you have blended it out. Go straight into it. So I'm just cleaning my hand off from that extra concealer I had on there and that extra foundation. Now, you see what I just did? I poured some. Dipped my top. I dipped that powder puff in that top, and then I rubbed it across my hand to give it smooth. You don't want to just dip it in the top and then put it right on your face because it's gonna go on. It's gonna go on the way you see it, patchy. Now look how smooth, and it's just blurring it out. It just, see the difference? It's just blurring it out. Yeah. That's what you want. That's the look you're going for. Now, everywhere you just put concealer, set it with that setting powder. I set with 2 setting powders. Now, you can bake or you can just set and go. Baking is putting it on there and letting it sit. That's going to give you more of like a full coverage look. It's going to give you more like a highlighted look. You can put it on there, let it sit for a couple minutes, then brush it off and go on to your next steps. Or you can just put it on and brush it on off. Once you finish the rest of your face, you can go back in that order that you started with and just brush it off. It'll still sit. It's not going to make the makeup move or nothing. It's just a preference on if you want to bake, if you want to sit. Y'all want more detail on the difference, then let me know and I'll figure it out for you. No, but nah, yeah, go ahead. Set the rest of your face everywhere. Make sure you get under. You want to get under there. You want it. If you cry, it's just gonna slide on down.
My stomach do this turning. I feel sick without you.
Oh, it's giving concert. I had to stop talking so y'all can hear me, cause apparently it's giving concert. Apparently it's giving concert. But do you see how smooth, how even, how balanced it look. And mind y'all, I'm looking lighter now because y'all in front of like 3 different lights. Before that second one died, it always little to die and embarrass me. So when it comes to setting, I hope you guys have been enjoying the concert and the voiceover, but I want to stop for a second before I go over to my next step, because it's kind of really is where the video is supposed to end. But I'm going to continue on because I feel like I just might as well film the rest of my look, so I can already have it ready for the next episode. But anywho, when it comes to setting, I know I showed you guys, I did a slow down moment where I showed you what it looked like. Because it looked like I done did this. When I showed you what it looked like on one side with the powder and one side without the powder. Now, don't be alarmed. My lights are very bright, and I have both ring lights on right now and my vanity light. It's on to all come together. But one side looked, what the hell is on my eye? Okay. One side looked a little creamy and like it was probably already creasing. You want to set your under eye anywhere that you put concealer, because it's going to mattify it. It's going to put it in place. It's going to make sure it doesn't crease, so you don't have lines under your eyes and that it's lined and it's just like it's moving. So it's like the concealer started up here, but it's kind of like over here and now it's kind of gone by the end of the day. You want to set it. Now you can do where you can just sit it like this and you can let it sit on there for a couple minutes. That's when you want it to really be like a highlighted look. If you just wanted to set and make sure your makeup is not gonna move, this is when you will go in with your brush and you will take a pressed powder or a foundation powder. It has to be an actual powder though. You will take a powder. I'm trying to find my Fit Me one. A powder that's closer to your skin tone. And you will take a brush. I will take a brush something like this, and you will press it, and you will take that and wipe it off. But for me, I double set. So I set with this translucent white color first, yes, but then I also go back in with Fenty. I dust this off, and then I go in with Fenty Pro Filter setting powder in the color Honey number 5. Because it's closer to my skin tone. So I use that to double set just to make sure my face is not going nowhere today, baby. And it also just gives me that double, like, blurred, like, Hollywood, like, highlighted look under eye. It's very important to set every liquid that you use with a powder. So still use that powder and not the Fenty one. I don't know where my, oh, here you go. You will use... And this is in the color 362, so I really need another one because I'm actually in the color 355 now. But it's still close enough to my shade, and I'm not putting it all over my face, that I will still go in and just set my foundation. Now, that's a step to remember and keep up with. I know a lot of girls had questions in the comments last week about the beauty blenders thing. I don't use beauty blenders, y'all, and... I just don't, but I see so many people who do it and they do it well. I've been down a beauty blender lane and it was just not for me. Like, I just feel like it's picked up too much product, but you can use it to clean up extra product. This, you feel like you got too much foundation and it's giving cakey, you can use it for that. Now at this part, this is where, so next after this step, it would be contouring. It would be best to go into contouring. So this is when you will go in with whatever your contours is that you prefer to use. I am a NARS girl, as you guys can tell, but I also like Juvia's Place. And I have Black Radiance. I really need to finish unpacking my damn bag. Okay, here we go. Still in my bag. So I'm also going to show you guys these. These are actually dark. I need to take them back. 6-3. We're going to show you number 3. So there's many different contour products that you can use. I'm going to also pull this up to show you guys. But you want to go in with either a cream or a liquid. Either or, whatever your preference is. This is a cream. I use this typically, but I also use my NARS. I love my NARS real bad. I got a small one of the NARS because I just want to make sure the color was going to be a good match, which it is. But this also has like an orange hue to it. So I don't all the time use that. I mainly use my Black Radiance Color Perfect stick. It's a foundation stick. But if you get the dark enough color, you can use it for a contour. So this one matched me a little bit better. I also have the Juvia's Place in the color number 3 and 6 apparently. I don't know how the hell I did that. And I also have it in the color Sokoto. But I think Sokoto was too dark, so I stopped using it. That's when I was going through my face trying to figure out my perfect colors, y'all. You're going to buy some stuff that's going to be trial and error. The good thing about it is I prefer Sephora over Ulta over Sephora, even though both stores do take back returns, even if you use the product. Now, I'm not telling you use 90% of this product and take this back to these people and tell them it didn't work out for you, because you didn't use it enough times to know it didn't work. Don't be like that. Don't be a broke bum. So use the product, yeah, use it and find out if you like it after a couple times. If you don't like it, take it back. For me, y'all know in my last video I was telling y'all about the Benefit Brow. This used to be my girl. I'm glad I lost my other one. I'm kind of mad and glad. The other one didn't break like this. Every time I use this damn pencil, it keep breaking. I'm taking this back to Ulta today. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, because I've been eyeballing that one. And I also was eyeballing the one from Charlotte Tilbury and Fenty. So whichever one of I can get it, I ain't got to spend no extra money. That's the one I'm going to get today. But this has been sitting on me long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and dust it off and go ahead over to my Morphe brushes. Don't got no damn numbers on them. Let me tell y'all another brush you can use. You can also use the Multi-Task something brush by... You need a brush that's fluffy like this. Just a little fluffy brush that can brush it off. Mine's, I didn't have these brushes for so long they don't even tell you what the hell they is. You want to dust this off. Don't worry if it still look ashy. You still haven't even set it yet. You still got to use setting powder. It's going to all melt in. But you see it's giving us a seamless look. I'm not going to still look bright when I'm done. So everywhere that you put this, you want to dust it. So I'm going to go ahead and set with my Fenty. And then I'm going to do my contour off camera. And I will come back and show you guys the finished look from the contour, the blush, the setting powder, my lips, all of that. I got actually some new blush stuff in from a company. And some new lippy stuff. I don't know if I want to use my lippy stuff or their lippy stuff. But yeah. I'll go in with this color and the color Honey. And I do the same thing, but this one I don't let sit on me. I usually don't let it sit. I just wipe it on off, dust it on off. And I actually put on too much, to be honest. So we really finna dust it on off. Okay, so right here you would just see me using my powder puff to just press it in, make sure I done got everything I needed. Just going over my brush results, pretty much. Making sure everything is smooth. You know, all of that.
This is a gut.
Alright, y'all. So I just finished doing my makeup. I had to stop recording because I forgot I was been using this new blush and lip gloss for one of my reviews for a company, and it was Instagram based. It was not YouTube. So yeah, I'm back now. As you guys can see, I done already set my face with my setting spray. I done did my blush. I done did lashes, all of that. That's still coming in the series. But for the next episode, you know, we will be doing, like I said, contouring, blush, and setting. That'll be the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I use. So you can find this one at Target, the Black Radiance Stick. You can also find the small sample size kinda. I think that's what they's called. They're like $10 by NARS at Ulta. You can get color match for that. But you need a contour stick. I pretty much use the cream first, then I go over it and I set it with my bronzer palette. Don't mind the lashes on the palette. I am in the bronze palette dark. Looks like this. We're going to be bronzing, we're going to be contouring, and we're going to be setting our face. So you got the first two products right there. Go ahead and grab your blush palette. This is also by Ulta. I'm in the color Volume 5 for the blush. I'm in dark for the Juvia blush for cream. I also got, not for cream, for liquid. I also got the Juvia's Place and Barbie Rose. This stuff is very pigmented, but I think the next episode I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. one. Because I want to see what this color look like on me. And it's in the color Coral Crush. If you guys follow Lay Amari's channel, I seen her use this in one of her videos, and I loved it in one of her last videos. And I loved how it looked on her, so I went ahead and picked one up. Today, I'm actually not even wearing that. I'm wearing one from a company that sent me a PR box. You will be seeing that video soon if you want that. But for the purpose of the video, the class, you can either pick up the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, get the white top for the blush. Or you can pick up the Juvia's Place. Whichever one you want to pick up. Pick up a pink or orange based off what color you're going for your blush look. And pick up these two. Setting spray. I use Charlotte Tilbury. I'm a Charlotte Tilbury fan. I used to be a Morphe girl. Morphe wasn't setting my face like I needed to be set. Charlotte Tilbury gonna set that face, okay? My other light up here died. Of course it did. I'm just so over that light. I need to buy another one to stop playing at this point. I don't have the setup to be putting all them big soft lights and stuff up, so I'm not even finna worry about that right now. But Charlotte Tilbury, you can get the small bottle or the big bottle. This is a little bit on the pricier side. This big bottle retails me, I think, like $40, but I have had this all year. I have had this all year. So you can get the small one for I think half the price, or you can get the bigger one. Or you can also use the Morphe. If you just have to use the Morphe setting spray, then I recommend the gold can, not the white. Unless if you're going for a dewy look, they have one by Morphe that's dewy. If you're going for a matte look, they have one that's matte. You can pick up which one that you prefer for your look. I am a matte girl. I like a matte look. I don't like to look shiny. I don't like to look. I like the matte look. I don't like the dewy look. But if you like for me, but if you like the dewy look, get you a dewy foundation. I mean, a dewy setting spray. So I know next week it sound like it's going to be a lot going on. It's really not, because all of those steps is fast as hell. That's why I'm putting them all together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, like I told y'all, it's going to come together. Once you set your face and you spray it and you do the rest of your steps, it's going to come together. See, my nose look like it's structured. My forehead, around my forehead and cheeky areas, it gives like it's color. The colors is placed where they need to be placed, so it all comes together. Don't let that highlight fool you because it look bright in the beginning. You have to set it. You have to do the other steps to pull your face together. It give you a week to get your products together, get your color matches together, and all of that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next freaking video.